सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् सर्ववेदान्तसिद्धान्त गोचरं तमगोचरं गोविन्दं परमानन्दं सद्गुरुं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम् नेदं कल्पितत्वात् सत्यम् रज्जो दृष्टव्यालवस्वप्रवच्च इत्थं दृश्यं साधुयुक्त्या विपोह्य ज्ञेयः पश्चादेकभावस्तयोर्यः. You have to find out your own solution. The world is there in front of you. You are available to experience it. And if you experience in accordance with the direction of the scriptures, then you will remain happy throughout your life. That is the statement of the scripture. If you want to remain happy your entire life, then you have to follow the directions of the scripture, because that is how they have experienced our ancestors, the rishis. They are called the rishis, the seers. They have understood the nature of this universe, and they have also discovered the way how to remain happy throughout life. With the change in the time, there will be changes in the living condition of the people. That's natural, because applying one's brain, one brings about changes. We do bring about changes. There have been so many changes. We can see what is the system in our childhood, our dresses and food, etc., everything. So change is the nature of the creation. Society also changes, but the basic thing never changes. That is what the saving grace. Yeah, you do whatever, no problem. But sun is never going to change. You do whatever, air, fire, these things are not going to change. Similarly, you do whatever, birth, death, etc., they are also not going to change. Varieties of things that are there, they do undergo the prescribed changes. So they have analyzed, our ancestors, they have analyzed thoroughly. And if you want to remain happy, because you have to live in the contemporary society, no, you cannot go back to the yesteryears. You can't go back to 1,000 years back. Now I would live in a cave, etc. That's not required. You don't need to live in a cave. Living is the same wherever you live, okay? Living is the same. You don't need to live in a cave in order to be happy, or in order to be an austere person. You do penance, etc. So confusions do happen. In the people, confusions do happen. And if you are not ready for removing the confusions, then you'll have the problem. So human being, whenever he lives in this world, there is a way. This way, if he follows, then definitely he will remain happy. That's what the scripture says. And it's not talking about the human beings of 1,000 years back or 1,000 years after. It's talking about the human beings whenever you are. Like, for example, anytime anybody born here in this earth, to anybody, belongs to whom? It is an organism, living organism, human being. Doesn't belong to everybody. Yeah, happens to be there in a given family, that's okay. But how do you say the child belongs to them? The understanding has to change. That's the reason why here it is said this universe is just like the snake seen in a rope. Rope is there, and its mild darkness is there. It's not completely lighted or it's not totally dark. So mild darkness is there. So you confuse the rope to be a snake. That doesn't mean there is a snake in the rope. Another example is given. So many dreams we have seen in our life. So many dreams, not one or two. So many. None of them is true. So just like that, just like the dream or the rope, the snake in the rope, similarly the entire universe. So when you understand it as per the directions of the scriptures, then you can equate both. You can equate the Lord and yourself. You will discover that you are the Lord. The wave discovering that it is water. The wave is definitely within the domain of the ocean. It has got to be there inside the ocean. But that doesn't mean essentially it is not ocean. So the relationship between the ocean and the wave has got to be understood thoroughly by the wave. So I have come a few minutes earlier, a few seconds earlier rather. I have come a few seconds earlier, and I am not going to be here forever. That is the nature of every wave. So he has to, the wave has to assimilate it and digest. Similarly, every human being. We are not there once upon a time given this condition of the body. When you take into account this body, we are not there in this earth. None of us were here. That's a fact. And that is the fact for everybody. The people of yesteryears and people of those who will be born afterwards also. It's the same thing, no problem. So why it happens like this? This is because then the scripture says sadhu yuktya, maybe you hear sadhu yuktya. You apply proper logic. If you go against the reality, you are going to suffer. Reality is just like any other creatures, human beings are also born. And who will be born? Who will be born? So human beings will be born. Where he is born. And then you find the solution. The scripture says, because you have got certain accounts to be settled. You have to settle certain account with some persons. Like for example, in your family, you have got 3-4 persons. Okay, so you don't have the family relationship with your neighbor. It is neighbor. There is another type of relationship with the neighbor. He happens to be there. It's not that somebody else is there as your neighbor. There are so many people all over the world. Why this person is your neighbor and creating all the trouble? Or you are creating trouble for them. Or you are creating trouble for them. Who knows? If you are getting up early in the morning and blowing your conch and then creating noise, then this fellow may be getting disturbed. You are not a non-veg. You are just taking vegetarian food, and this fellow he is not happy with you. So you are a problem for him. That doesn't mean you will abide by his rules and start becoming a non-veg. Not like that. When you decide how to live as per the scripture, that's very important. As per this, I am following the rules of the scripture. I am trying my best to understand that each and every incident in this world and elsewhere is governed by the Lord. I'm trying to understand this. This takes a lot of time, the entire life, I can tell you. This takes a lot of time. Each and every incident in this universe is governed by the unseen law, and that is perfect. Even if I'm in problem, that problem is perfect. I have to understand. Because if I were not supposed to have the problem, I shouldn't have. I was supposed to have the problem. That's the reason the problem is there. What I need to do is to apply my brain and the available resources outside and do whatever possible. We do every day. So don't blame. So where there is a problem, sir? There is a problem. There will be a problem. It's what a situation which you don't like. And in any given situation, you can do certain thing. And of course, there are situations where you cannot do anything. So where you cannot do anything, this is universal phenomenon. It's not that somebody else can do something extraordinary other than, comparative to you. Like for example, death. Who can escape death? You just tell me. Anybody in this world escaping death? No. Who will escape old age if remaining alive? No one in this world. So these universal phenomenon, they have got to be universal phenomena. They have got to be swallowed happily. And if you don't do that, then you can never remain comfortable. Because reality is not going to change. Sadhu yuktya vyapyohya. These are the two words used in this verse. You don't go against the law. You don't against the statement of the scripture. Never go against. The scripture is telling you are the Lord. Fine, I am the Lord. That's the beginning. But I have not understood. Acceptable. I have not understood that is acceptable. But the reality I am not going to deny. As per the scripture. Scripture says I am the Lord and I am accepting myself as the Lord. And if I become the Lord, my imaginations have got to be understood properly. What would happen if I am the Lord? Nothing is going to happen to the body and mind, etc. We should know very clearly. Only thing that will happen is I'll remain pleased. Like for example, nothing belongs to me in this earth. If I suppose I understand this, nothing belongs to me in this world, and nothing belongs to anybody also. Suppose I know this very clearly, I am not going to disturb because of anything or anybody. I have to understand again and again, entire life, because there will be varieties of wrong expectations from this body, wrong expectations from the mind, wrong expectations from things around. People are suffering because of this thing, not being able to accept the changes that are taking place. Nothing wrong in having things that you have, whatever you have. See, for example, you have got you have got a house somewhere you are staying. Okay, everybody stays. You have got a house. That house you are supposed to have, and whatever objects are there, I know. Even if I don't know, I know very clearly. This is what the wish of the Lord. These things will be there in your house. These people will be there in your house. In your neighbor, these people will be there. Some small child will be there. Some bride will be there, etc. It's okay. So whoever is there in that house, that is how they are supposed to be. This understanding can take place. If somebody tries, if you don't try, why this fellow is disturbing, etc. You will say like this, neighbor. This fellow, he doesn't have any inclination towards the Lord, etc. He is doing all nonsense, drinking and all. So, what is the solution? This is how it is supposed to be. In the neighbor, these many people will be there, and among them, this fellow will be behavior will be like this. And what should you do then? This fellow is very disturbing in nature. Ye tha tatra vartaran tatha tatra vartatha. The same scripture has said to the disturbing people, you do whatever they do in the society. You see your society. Because the world is not just a lane, just a street. The world is not a street. Varieties of cultures, mm, varieties of food, varieties of clothes. You see, varieties of way to pray. There will there will be so much of confusions. Unless you understand it correctly, there will be so much of confusions. I am praying like this, and he is praying like this. Which prayer is better? Better prayer. You can understand. See the confusion. So what should you do then? Take the guidance of a teacher, whoever is around, wherever you are, and you don't blame yourself. Oh Lord, this is how people pray here. I am also praying. And the purpose is what? Purpose is to get ready to understand the truth. Not that the Lord will give me this and that. So if you are interested in getting something from the Lord, means you have got confusion. And people do pray for something, you see. Why? Because they give so much importance to that particular thing for which they are praying. They don't know that this thing is not going to be there. The person who is praying also is not going to be there after some time. So this knowledge doesn't take place. So whatever importance you give to something, whatever thing, that determines your activities. Your giving importance to things determines your activities. So your assimilation has to be very thorough. Then only your activities will be guided by the scripture. Here, the attitude is more important than the type of work that you do. Attitude. Because you cannot be sure that you'll be doing right throughout your life. That's why in the same scripture it has been written, Kimaham sadhana karamam, kimaham papam karamamiti, ubhaihe atmanagus pranute. Why I did wrong things? Why I didn't do right things? Why I didn't pray from my childhood? All these things will vanish. Why? Because you have understood each and every incident all over the world that is happening. Each incident that is happening is supposed to happen. That's why it is happening. Whether it's my body or my house or the street, anywhere. Whether it is damaging or constructive, whatever it is. So when you keep doing it, it requires a lot of patience, a lot of patience. And along with that, you have to do certain things definitely. Given the condition of your body, you have to do certain things. As long as this body is capable, you are supposed to do things. Because without doing things, living is impossible. So that, what should I do then? Whatever you are doing, if it is not against the society, if it's not criminal activity, you are earning your living through proper means, then it's okay, no problem. So whatever you get, you manage your family with that. Or if you are alone, so whatever you are doing, you do. Because living requires certain things, and for those things, what is needed is action, activities. Living needs things, and things come from activities, we should know. And that is what it is explained today as job, etc. Job, business, etc. All these words are given. We also understand business means like this, okay. But what the purpose? Purpose is how to live. We need things, that is the purpose. Somebody is going to sell something. Why? Because he'll get some money and he'll get other things. Everybody lives here in this world with the help of things which are there outside. I should understand these things are there. That's the reason why I'm able to work. Suppose I say I'm climbing the tree to bring some mangoes. And mangoes, ripened mangoes are there, very tasty mangoes. So I have to put effort. Mangoes are not going to come to me. I have to climb up the tree. Now, I may climb up the tree, get the mangoes, but I can understand before climbing. Oh Lord, you understand what the Lord means? The mangoes are there. I understand that this is they are tasty mangoes, and if I eat, my hunger will be appeased. I know that. I'll give it to my family also. What I can do is I'm grateful to you. Yeah. Even if it is in your backyard, you can say the the tree happens to be here. Why? Because the wish of the Lord. Why not another type of tree? Mango tree, jackfruit tree, any tree for that matter, banana, whatever. These things are given by the nature. If you say the nature itself be the Lord, be grateful to the nature because you have not made a mango tree. So then you climb up and pluck the mangoes and eat, no problem. So being grateful you do. Once you wake up means be grateful because you are alive today. Understand this very clearly, and this is the fact. And the same one day, this body will not be there. That's also reality. So this being universal, even though it is universal, people cannot handle it. They cannot imagine. Why? Because they need, because they think they have got so many things to do here. They have got so many things to do here. What should see? I'm just asking a question. What should you do so that it will be very important for this world? Hmm? What should you do so that it will be very important? Nothing, I tell you. Be sure about it. I am fortunate to be here to accept the Lord. That's it. No action is very important, I tell you. No action. That's the reason why in the Indian culture, in the Vedic culture belongs to the world. In this Vedic culture, at last the person is given sannyas. Sannyas means renunciate. Renunciate. Don't stay in your house anymore. You just keep moving. Whatever you get, you eat and just maintain your body as per the availability of things given by the Lord. You keep begging. That's what the last stage. That's why that means you are ready to quit the world. So what is important? Working is not important, I tell you. Working is important definitely for a seeker, but not for a learned one. Working any form of work, any work, it's not important. Sannyasa means there is no work at all, including prayer. I tell you. Prayer has given the benefit. So you have to take yourself to that level. You are free. You are free. Just like your bank balance, no? This much is the balance, I know. Then it will be doubling after 8 years or so. And then you keep imagining. Similarly, here also, you can have that goal where I do not need to do anything because nobody bothers about what you do. So many people have come in this earth and they have gone away. Nobody did a very big thing, etc. Suppose somebody thinks that he did a big thing. Who bothers about it? Who knows how many people are there in this earth? Similarly, I am doing because I am I am mm, ordained, directed by the Lord to do something. Whatever I am doing, the Lord has directed. You are bound to do this. Who are you to say that I won't do this? You are bound to do this. You will be forced to do. So whatever I'm doing, it is just because of the direction of the Lord and nothing because I think it will be a big thing, etc. That assimilation has got to be there. Whatever I will be doing, it is not going to be a very big thing. Yes, it is not going to be wrong, definitely. It's not going to be wrong, but definitely not a very big thing that I'm going to do in my life. Whatever I do, that assimilation has got to be there again. One has to assimilate again and again. Somebody tells me you are doing a very big thing, so you are great, etc. I should understand this person doesn't understand. This person doesn't understand. Great is only Lord. Hmm. Just like praising the moon. How do you praise the moon, dear? The entire light of the moon belongs to the sun. Similarly, somebody praises me means he doesn't understand the Lord. Hmm. You sing very nicely, Susan. The sound is not created by me. So, knowledge of the Lord, unless it is there in this way, I tell you, this way only. Birth is the knowledge of the Lord. Growth of the body is knowledge of the Lord. Doing varieties of things is the knowledge of the Lord. Everybody is supposed to do something all over the world. They are doing it, whether in deep inside the deep forest or in the city. You are supposed to do like this, and the body, each and every body will undergo this type of changes. You can understand what changes your body has gone through. Each and every change is supposed to happen, and the last breath also. When it will come, we don't know. It has not come, that's why we are talking and hearing and all. So the last breath also, there is what it is ordained. Right time it will come. And before that means what? Now itself. Even if this body doesn't stay, I'm not worried because that was the wish of the Lord. I don't have anything to get here. That's important. I don't have anything to get here in this world. And if somebody discovers nothing he has to get, then he's a pleased person. And that will happen only that will happen only when you know the entire universe to be false. The Lord has got to be equated to you. The Lord, having created, cannot stay away from the creation. The clay, having created the pot, cannot stay away from the pot. The clay has to be the pot. So that's why again and again, sir, again every day, whenever there is a confusion, you solve it. You are there. If you don't have the capacity, take the help of someone else. Just like this explanation. This helps in assimilation, no? This type of explanation helps in assimilation of the truth. So never to go against the reality that I am the Lord. So whatever may happen to this body, whatever may happen to the mind, I am the Lord, that is the truth. Whether it is small wave or big wave, definitely to what it is water. And I am the Lord means the Lord is free from birth and death. That has got to be understood again and again. The Lord is free from birth and death. Consciousness never, it is never born, it never dies. And I am consciousness definitely. So the attraction towards this body, attraction towards this mind, attraction towards a few things, they have got to be they have got to be reduced and slowly. The scripture says slowly because you cannot just do it abruptly. Suddenly it doesn't happen. It happens slowly. And slowly means the scripture says entire life you have to put effort. If at all you want to remain happy. So nothing wrong in having confusion, but but if you don't try to remove the confusion, that is a problem. You will be in problem. So if you discover that you are the Lord, what will happen to this body? What will happen to the external world? All these things have got to be solved. As it is the Lord. That's what the scripture says. As it is, the external world, the body, mind, whatever it is, in that form it is the Lord. No change is required. Wave need not have to be small, etc., or need not have to go away so that it becomes water. The wave should the wave should go away so that it will become water. It is not like that. That has got to be understood. While alive, it is consciousness. And the consciousness, the Lord alone manifesting in this form. Each and every form, Lord alone manifesting, including the drunkard. It takes time. It takes time for people to swallow that a drunkard is the Lord also. A dacoit is the Lord. All the cheat, they are the Lord. It takes time. That's why worshipping. Bhagavan, lion Devata, lion, Bhagavan, the Lord lion is worshipped, is given as in the Indian culture as the vehicle of goddess Shakti, energy goddess. So each and every manifestation is the manifestation of the Lord. Each and every manifestation. Just like each and every wave is 100% water, similarly, each and every manifestation of the universe is uh, the form of the Lord. If you understand this again and again, never to go against that. Even if you say this is my father, mother, etc., it's okay. But that is the manifestation of the Lord. That doesn't change. You may give a name just like wave, but water never becomes wave. Wave you give the name, no problem. But water is the wave. Similarly, father, mother's cloth, etc., and different names of the clothes also. The body parts, different. It's fine, but nothing away from the Lord. Everything is the Lord alone. So once a person understands this, then he can equate the Lord with oneself. So the changes that take place in this world, the changes have got to be accepted thoroughly, and for that acceptance, the way has been given. You pray morning and evening. Why? Because you cannot handle each and every situation. It is not so easy. So the unseen factor has got to be invoked. I don't know what all things are going to come in my life. I don't know, but I can safely rely upon the Lord that is responsible for the entire creation. The Lord will alone give me the guidance so that I can handle varieties of situations. So this system of prayer relating to the Lord, being submissive again and again, because in certain situations you can't do anything. You can't do anything, so you will have grudge towards it. I could have done this and that. He is responsible for this, all this nonsense, etc. It's very easy for you to be angry. It's not so easy to be cool. It's very easy to be angry, very easy to be disturbed, but it's very difficult to be cool. So life is mine. The way I'm supposed to live, I'll decide. And that decision has got to be as per the scriptures, not against the law. So all these confusions have to go. The culture will decide. The culture will decide what to wear, what to eat, how to transact in the society. Because people, they've got varieties of rules all over the world. Nothing wrong in following the rules. Wherever you live, what's wrong? Whichever rule you follow, definitely things are not going to be here forever. So, this conducting oneself in the society is in keeping with the rules of the society. You don't go against that. If you go against that, again, there will be some disturbance inside. So, you have to strike a balance between your activities and your understanding. Activities, talking to somebody, etc. You need to talk because human beings do talk. That doesn't mean you keep talking to the people, neglecting your duties. But even then, you have to strike a balance, as I told you. Sometimes you have to talk a little bit. Even if you know it's not needed, but somebody else needs it. That's why he's talking to you. So you can be compassionate. So varieties of qualities that are required to understand this has been given in the scripture itself. Varieties of qualities you need to have. Compassion and all, being objective, then caring, etc. But within the limitations that the Lord has given to you. The Lord has made you limited. You have not been given infinite amount of money, wealth, knowledge, physical strength. Everything is limited. So, given those limitations, you'll act and enjoy all the limitations because everybody is limited. Nothing wrong in being limited, but not enjoying the limitation is the problem. So it takes time, but it happens if somebody tries. If it doesn't try, definitely the other result is bound to come, and other result is being unhappy, definitely. So every day is an opportunity to grow in life. Every day, once I get up, means the Lord has given me the opportunity to grow today. With that understanding, if I keep growing, a time comes when everything becomes clear and I remain happy. Rest with the time, we'll meditate. Sit straight, close your eyes, look at the limbs of your body, the names I'm taking. Top of the head, the hair, the forehead, right eye, left eye, nose, mouth, right cheek, right ear, left cheek, left ear, back, back side of the head, the neck, left shoulder, left arm, left elbow, left palm, fingers, right shoulder, right arm, right elbow, right palm, fingers, back, chest, stomach, left thigh, left knee, left foot, the toes, right thigh, right knee, right foot, the toes, the entire body. This body is what it is supposed to be. This look of this body is what it's supposed to be. It's not like any other body. Even though it is the same human body, the look is different. Everybody's look is different. Height, the color, the knowledge. In each and every aspect, it is different. Even though human being, the differences are evident. This is how it is supposed to be, and it is perfect. The time it is born, the time the other person is born, everybody. So whatever, whoever is doing whatever in this world, all over, everything is perfect. Everybody is perfect. Every change that has happened till now, from childhood onwards till now, I know how many changes have taken place. Every change is perfect. This is universal in nature. Any change anywhere whatsoever is perfect. It couldn't have been otherwise. So I'm happy with the past. I'm happy with the present, and I'll remain happy in the future also. Whatever unfolds, the way it unfolds, I'll be happy with that. There's no grudge against anything or anybody or any situation. See how the air is entering to the body through the nostrils and it is keeping the body alive. The air has been given the capacity to keep the body alive. It has got the capacity. We don't see the air, but we feel it. Be grateful to the air. Don't need to regulate the breathing. It takes place unknowingly. That's why it is called the Lord in the scriptures. Many Lords are there, the governing principles. This is one among them, governing principle. Any living organism, it has to live with the help of the air. Just pay attention, be grateful to the Lord Air. mental worship, acknowledgement of the Lord. You acknowledge the role of the Lord mentally. Physically, gross worship with flower, etc. Here, mentally offering flowers, etc. So, understanding becomes clearer. You come closer to the Lord. That's why it is called upasana. Upasana means going closer towards the Lord. Imagine any form, because the Lord is all pervasive, your imagination also the form of the Lord, is also the form of the Lord. Any deity, male, female, whatever it is, Deva, Devi, anything, any deity, there is a Lord definitely. Being all pervasive, put a flower at the feet of the Lord, prostrate, pray, O Lord, give me the capacity to accept whatever I cannot change. Give me the capacity to change whatever I can. May I know in each and every situation what I can change and what I cannot change. Doing salutations to the Lord again and again and chanting Om Namah Shivaya. You keep just hear it. You don't have to chant yourself. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 There is cause and effect relationship between the creation and the truth. Truth means consciousness. Cause and effect relationship. Without consciousness, universe doesn't exist. Without water, ocean doesn't exist. Ocean is there. In fact, name of the water is ocean. Name of the consciousness is the universe. Each and everything is the consciousness. Living, not living. Everything is consciousness. Just like in the dream, everything is one consciousness. Similarly, in the waking state also, each and everything is one consciousness. Infinity is the nature of the consciousness. I am that consciousness. Everything is that consciousness. Essentially, there is no change. Infinity is the nature of the consciousness. Om Swasti Prajabhya Paripalayanta Nyayena Margena Mahim Mahisha Go Brahmanebhya Shubhamastu Nityam Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Kale Varshatu Parjanyah Prithvi Sasya Shalini Deshoyam Kshovarahitah Brahmana Santu Nirbhayaः Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Santu Niramayaः Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukhabhag Bhavet Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritangamaya Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.